All right. So today we're talking about authentication with Thomas. Thank you, Thomas. And I just wanted to share with you how inside 7-Signal Sapphire, remember the Sapphire Eye is kind of like a client. And so we have to get it on the network. And we can give it credentials and, it can get onto an EAP authentication network. And it can go through all of those phases of Radius. And I wanted to show you that because, as you are aware, a lot of people will call up and they'll say, hey, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. I can't get onto the Wi-Fi network, when in fact it has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. It could be that you were having trouble authenticating. And so I just wanted to show you that capability that we have right here. Okay, so as you can see on the screen right here, I'm going to go to my KPI list. When I look at my KPI list, I look at my authentication KPIs. Look at this, guys. This is extensive. This is really amazing. Not only am I measuring just the total process, the ability to go through Radius, but I'm also measuring how long it is taking. And in addition to that, to how long it is taking, I'm also looking at each one of the phases. So I can see if there in fact is a bottleneck in each one of the phases of Radius. Okay, remember, Radius is a protocol, right? And that protocol has all sorts of handshaking and all sorts of back and forth and everything like that. And Jim, I got to tell you, I was really surprised. Just the name Radius is an acronym, and it stands for Remote Authentication Dial-In User Service. Dial in. Is this an old protocol or what, Jim?
This is as old as me. It's from back in the days when we had our 9600 baud modems and we needed a server to authenticate the people that stuck the receiver of their landline on top of that modem and it made a phone call to a central office. I think we're scaring away part of the audience with this kind of stuff, but that's where Radius comes from.
It is. It's an acronym. It's Radius. It's in all uppercase letters. So you heard it here, right? So It's funny just how time goes by and we forget about these things. All right. Nevertheless, let's take a look at what some of these metrics look like when we go through 7-Signal, when a Sapphire Eye. So here we go. Here's EAP authentication success rate. Here is the chart which shows you total authentication time. And then, like I said a moment ago, we break it down even further. Let's take a look here. So here's Radius phase 1, the time from association completed to EAP authentication started. And you can see per service area or per access point, you can actually see all of the different phases of Radius. Okay, look at that. And so then when you go down here, you can see phase 2 and how many milliseconds it's taking. And then we continue down here, phase 3. Okay, how long? And phase 4, how long is it taking? And so it allows us to see, once again, where the bottlenecks are. And we use systems like this in order to help us. Okay, is this a wired, wireless, or a client device issue? And in this case, we're kind of zeroing in on the wired network potential issues. And more specifically, we're looking at the authentication process and how it is either bogged down, slow, there's some kind of latency or not. And then even more specifically, is there an area of the protocol that's having, some kind of bottleneck as opposed to other? So really powerful stuff. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And I just want to remind everybody to remember that, you and I, we can't see or hear Wi-Fi, but 7-Signal can. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Appreciate it.